All right. Welcome back to Eyes Open Media. All right, so you're looking at a picture of the former president Barack Hussein Obama, or Mr. Barry, as some of you guys call him. And this is at the United Nations. He was giving a speech. I just chose this picture because I'm going to talk about Obama and the United Nations. Okay, so what's coming up? The United Nations is basically losing power, right? And it's losing power because America is about to cut funding in half for the United Nations. Also, because they're trying to split the land of Israel, and Obama's leading the charge on that. And I believe Hillary is right by his side on that as well, and others that are in the United Nations are trying to split the land of Israel, which they're probably going to do, most likely, split the land of Israel, which will split the America and other people's land as well. And this is one of the reasons why Obama has houses outside of America, Dubai and I think Hawaii, Dubai, Alaska, and some other places. I think he has like four homes. And I think he does have a home in California as well, in Chicago. But I think he has several homes outside of America for that reason. Um, so that's very important. Most of the elites do live outside of America, and some of them live in America, but they fly back and forth. But they have houses. All of them have houses either underground or in other areas. Alaska is really big. Alaska is where a lot of these people Antarctica, Alaska. What's it? Iceland. Um, and yeah. So, anyways, so what's going to happen? Obama is now not no longer the president, so he's going to be going, and working for his positions in the United Nations. And so, what's going to happen is the United Nations are going to be, getting cut off from a lot of these, from America and Israel and a lot of other countries, for funding. They're going to reduce their funding, which is going to hurt them. But here's what's going to happen though. They're going to get United Nations. I'm pretty sure United Nations has the currencies of Iraq and Iran and Vietnam and Indonesia and things of that nature that are going to be resetting themselves, right? So that's where they're going to be able to get some funds. And I think what they're going to do is they're going to take those funds and they're going to build up their military. This is why a lot of people are seeing dreams of blue hats, the United Nations military, invading countries, okay, and dictating countries, including coming invading America. Okay, so and that's because where they're going to get that money from. They're going to get it from the currencies that are resetting, in my opinion. I could be totally wrong, but I believe that that's where they're going to be getting their money from. They're going to be getting their money from the currencies that are going to be resetting, and they're going to use that money to fund their military, okay, the United Nations military, and they're going to terrorize countries that way through their military. Okay, if you don't do what they say, if you don't, follow the guidelines of the United Nations, they're coming in with their military, okay, with their blue hats, and they're going to be arresting people, and I mean, they're going to be creating chaos around the world, okay, and until the Antichrist rises, and so one of the things they're going to do is they're going to have that. I believe they have the currencies that are going to be reset because they're not stupid, and they're going to use those funds to build their military. Okay. Number two, Obama's going and the crew are going to, vote and split the land of Israel. Okay, that's coming. That's coming. Okay, and that's going to split the lands of all the countries that are involved, including America. Okay. Now let's see here. Um, and the reason why people say, wait a minute, Trump's not voting for that. Yeah, but Obama's is part of America, and Hillary and Biden and whoever else that is going to be voting, John Kerry and all these people that are voting are Americans. So that's the reason why it's not just Trump. It's those people that live in America that are going to be a part of the splitting of the land. So that's why America will be split as well. Um, Also, they're going to reparations. Let's talk about reparations. Obama's going to be part of the United Nations. He didn't give reparations to black people, to colored people, to while he was 8 years in office, which should have been the first thing he should have done. Look at Trump. Trump's first thing he did was boom, boom, boom. Pipeline, wall, executive orders on the wall, Obamacare, removal of Obamacare, no fines on insurances. If you don't have health insurance, you don't have to pay a fine. All types of other stuff that he's done behind that we don't know about. I'm pretty sure he signed some stuff with Iraq. That's why Dow went to 20,000. Okay, so we know this. So that's what Obama should have done when he came in. He should have came in there, did executive orders, reparations, rebuild schools, rebuild libraries and public facilities and parks, rebuild trains and airports and things of that nature, and our infrastructure. Put the wall and build the wall to protect American citizens from invasion of terrorist groups and all that. He should have done. Obama should have done all that when the first couple of days he was in office. He did none of that. He did nothing, right? He didn't do none of that. So Trump's doing everything Obama was should have done, but he didn't do it. Okay, so reparations is what Obama and the United Nations are going to force. They're going to try to force that on Donald. Probably they're going to try to force Donald Trump to give black people reparations. Okay, so that's something that could be coming. Obama and the United Nations could force America to pay reparations to the black people under Donald Trump. That's a way Obama could pay back Donald Trump. Say, you got to pay reparations to black people. You know what I mean? Because he didn't do it. So now he's like, how can I get back at Donald Trump? Well, I'm going to force Donald Trump, because a lot of people think Donald Trump's a racist, and he's shown racist, has shown racist acts in the past. In the future, I don't know if that's true today, but in the past he has. And he did put out a full page article ad on those black people that were found innocent by DNA in New York. So after they were found innocent by DNA, he still went out and put a full front page about the guys and how he thought that they were guilty, but DNA showed that they weren't guilty in the court of law and they were free. So because of that, because of Donald Trump's past, Obama is going to probably tell him, look, we're going to force you to pay reparations at the United Nations. And he's probably going to say something like, you racist. You know what I mean? And if Trump's going to say, wait a minute, you were here 8 years and you didn't give black people reparations. So now you want me to do it. You know what I mean? So that might be a little payback from Obama to Trump. Pay the American citizens, the black people reparations. So that could happen, but I think it's going to happen when the dollar starts to fall because they all hate black people. How can you say that when Obama is black himself? Well, Obama is half white. Okay, Obama's half white and he has the royal blue bloodline in him. You have that royal blue bloodline and you do not like black people at all. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why Obama did nothing for black people while he was in office for 8 years. Okay, he was just a celebrity to them. So that's the only way. So if he had a black mother, he wouldn't have been able to become president. It's because he had a white mother and she had the royal blue bloodline in her is why he'd be able to become president and was chosen. Okay, because they knew he wasn't going to do nothing for black people. This is why I can't wrap my mind around why black people are saying he's the greatest president ever, and you're still in the hood suffering. Like this man came in poor and didn't have a lot of money coming into presidency, and now he has like 5-6 houses and he's worth millions of dollars, and black people are still poor, living in the ghetto, struggling. Now they have to deal with Trump. You see what I'm saying? Like that like, and they're still celebrating him. Like, please don't go. Like, wow. I mean, I tell you, man, deception and being deceived is just, and idolatry is just, it's mind blowing to me. You're sitting there stuck in the hood and ghetto, and your life is worse now than it was before Obama, and you're telling him that he's the greatest president ever. Oh my Lord, have mercy. Yeah, he became rich. You didn't. So reparations could be something that happens once the dollar starts to die down and starts to lose value. Maybe it goes under 90, 85 range. the dollar starts to start dying and we're starting to lose purchasing power in the dollar, that's when Obama and the United Nations will probably step in and say, Trump, if Trump's still in office, he hasn't been killed yet, he'll say, hey, you need to pay black people reparations, so that's probably when they will do it. Reparations will probably come from Obama and the United Nations when the dollar starts to die. We already talked about troops invasion. They're going to be the United Nations troops will be invading countries that are in war or countries that don't apply to them, that don't follow the beast system, that they're in the new world order system. What else here? Money for let's see, money to terrorists. Okay, so we heard about Obama sending money at the last hour, $221 million to Palestine or Palestinians. Some type of terrorists or something group or whatever, or the country of Palestine. I don't know what it was, man. It's kind of weird to send that type of money at the last hour. It was frozen by Donald Trump. They did freeze it. And Fox News and Washington Post confirmed that Obama and his administration did try to send $221 to terrorist organizations or whatever or Palestine, and then the Palestine, I think, did say that that it was frozen by Donald Trump. So that's good. But that's what Obama and them are going to do in the United Nations. They're going, and you didn't hear any Obama supporters talk about that either. They skip past it. They always do. They don't talk about the things that he does wrong. They only want to talk about how he looks and how his family look. So no one's talking about this. And Donald Trump did freeze it. According to sources, Donald Trump did freeze those funds. It's amazing that he could send $221 million to another country, but he couldn't spend $221 million in 8 years to fix the hoods, fix the ghettos, fix the broken down streets and railroads and things. America looks like a third world country. You go outside and you look at the railroads, the roads, the airports, and everything. Like Donald Trump's been saying, it just looks like a mess. Most of America is just destroyed. Infrastructure is just really terrible in America for our standard and for all the money we're giving overseas. We should bring all that money back in and fix Americans' infrastructure. How about that? Obama didn't want to do that. He wanted to give our money away. And so would Hillary Clinton. Oh my God, it would have been even 10 times worse for Hillary Clinton. And then also the power to the beast. So we're gonna leave it off at here. If Obama does what I think he might do in the United Nations, and he's gonna rise, he's gonna be probably one of the biggest. I know he's not the president or the head in charge of the United Nations. That's a new guy from Ban Ki-moon moved on, and then this new guy is taking over. But Obama is gonna play a significant role in the United Nations. And if he's in there, if Obama is in there, Obama most likely is going to be the one who gives power to the beast. Okay, who gives power to the Antichrist. Okay, so that's my opinion. I could be completely wrong. It all depends on how Obama acts in the United Nations and what he does. But if my tingling spidey senses are correct, Obama's going to be the one that's going to give power to the Antichrist. Okay, as we go into a cashless society, Obama's going to be the one who gives power to the beast. Okay, which is the Antichrist, and then the Antichrist will reveal himself. The fact that this man Obama knows who the Antichrist is should tell you that this is a man that I know he cannot tell you who the Antichrist is, but he knows who the Antichrist is. Donald Trump, if he doesn't know who the Antichrist is, he will know very soon, because he will be briefed on everything. He will be briefed on the aliens. He will be briefed on the Antichrist. He'll be briefed on everything. Okay, so he's the president. He has to be briefed on everything. So Obama knows who the Antichrist is. He can't tell us, because they'll kill him immediately if he did. And then they'll try to deny it somehow. But Obama's not going to do that. Obama's not going to tell us who the Antichrist is. But he will. He might be the one who gives power to the beast. Okay, so I don't know. I don't think Donald Trump's going to give power to the beast. I think it's going to come from the United Nations. and because the United Nations is going to rise with their military, with their blue hats, and try to control the world, and then give power to the beast as the nations go into a cashless society. So watch out for that. Pray over it, and God bless. Eyes open.